Hey, it's Travis. Too many camp directors run just on gut feel. Our free Resilient Camp Blueprint Diagnostic is your dashboard for resilience. Take it today at camp.mba/Travis. Again, that's camp.mba/Travis.
Hello, Camp Pros. It is Travis, calling to you just the week before holidays with a couple of little things to share. First of all, we've been pretty absent on the podcast. We think good reason, but wanted to talk to you about that. We are, if you download them all, you'll know that the last episode was our announcement about the Day Camp podcast with Andy Pritikin, Aaron Gluckstein, and Sam Thompson. And we're super excited about that. It's been a lot of work this fall to get that ready. So that's where our podcast attention has gone. But that's up and running. So we hope to get back to CampHacker podcasting first thing in the new year and have at least 6 more episodes coming out this year. Hopefully 8, but we'll see. The other thing is this episode that's going to be following this little note from me. It is a special edition called First Class Counselors. It is another one of our little experiments that we're running this year. We wanted to know if there was an appetite for podcasts that you could just send on to your counselors when they sign up. It is not Dan and Gab and Joe and I and other experienced camp director friends lecturing to camp counselors. It is camp counselor supervisors, those who've recently been counselors, those who are currently supervisors of camp counselors, and their ideas, suggestions, things that they know are tips and tricks for being a good camp counselor. So we intend that to be a series that comes out this winter so that when people get hired in January, February, March, you can just send them a link and say, hey, is preparation getting yourself in the right mindset of being a camp pro this summer? We hope that you'll listen to these podcasts or pick and choose the issue, the topic that best suits your staff and what you need. So look for that. It's First Class Counselors. It will be here inside the CampHacker feed, and you can just send them the link. You'll be able to go to camphacker.tv/podcast and find the episodes and send them to them. So we'll send out an email and be posting some of that stuff soon. But the first episode's coming out here before the end of December and the couple of weeks of holidays that we're going to take. So I just wanted to make sure that you knew what was going on. The other thing I wanted podcast listeners to understand is that we have 2 master classes that are open and selling right now. Both of them are very limited in numbers. So I thought podcast people, before we do a wide push on these, I'd really like them to go to you folks first. First one is the Best Boss Ever Masterclass from B. Compton. It is just 6 weeks long and an hour and a half a week, and it is for people who are supervisors. So it may not be you, but it might be somebody who works for you or someone who's a new supervisor at staff. Really intentional, really thoughtful, typical Ruby stuff. You're going to listen to it and think, man, where did she come up with all this stuff? Well, it's just the way that Ruby's brain works. So we're really excited for that. It's a new masterclass for us. It's called Best Boss Ever. And you can find it by going to gocamp.pro/masterclasses. That's gocamp.pro/masterclasses. And you'll see all of the ones available. The other course that we're doing is called Designing Staff Training. It is the 3rd generation of this, the 3rd iteration of this, and it starts in January. And we wanted you folks to have first access to it as loyal CampHacker listeners. It is also very limited. Only 36 people can be in the course because Gab and Beth and Ruby each spend time with every member of this. They get a 30-minute call to go over their staff training. So if you're new to doing staff training and want some help, or you're an experienced camp director who thinks that your staff training has gotten typical or boring or needs a revamp of some kind, this is perfect for you. It's a really great community. We love what happens with all of the folks in there. Between calls, you get some time to work with others on projects together, and so therefore, build some good network within camp. and that's called Designing Staff Training. So that's at the same spot, gocamp.pro/masterclasses. Anyway, I hope that you have a great holiday season if you're listening to this middle of December when I'm putting it out. A little awkward if you're just catching up on CampHacker and listening to some episodes. Most of the stuff isn't relevant to you, but I thank you for being a loyal CampHacker listener. We're so grateful to those people who stop and talk to us, who give us ideas, etc. So feel free to reach out and let me know what you think about the podcast, things you'd like us to cover, etc. I am Travis at gocamp.pro. Thanks for listening. Take care.
Hey, it's Travis. Camp directors often tell me they're just too tired to take on anything new. That's exactly why my free Resilient Camp Blueprint Diagnostic exists. It doesn't add work, it shows you progress. Quick, free, repeatable, you'll know if your systems are paying off without the guesswork. Try it today at camp.mba/Travis. That's camp.mba/Travis.